Yes, yes, yes.
UNA University for me.
Yes, 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 yes.
UNA.
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 Yeah.
Hey, love. Oh, hey, University. Oh, hey, love.
Stop.
Let us home. On your own.
Yours truly.
Every day.
In the house. Representing
University for me.
Republic. Yeah. UNA.
UNA.
Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm yours truly, Marie. I am in the house. What are we talking about today? Who does your car belong to? Who does your car belong to? We're going to get into it today, going into some law. So if you all have some questions that you want to ask, get ready. And I want you to take notes and pay attention. Because we're going to drop some law today. Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I'm yours truly, Marie, representing with UNARepublic and UNA University, going into some law. Who owns your car? You think you own your car? Do you really think that you own your car? Well, my name is on it. My name is on it, so I must own it. No, you don't. We're going to talk about it right now. All right. So let's get into this thing. Before I do go into that, y'all stay tuned. Get your pen and paper ready in the event that you don't have it ready already. All right. Get your pen and paper ready. For those who are becoming members, I want to say welcome, welcome, and welcome. If you're interested in a membership package with UNA, all right, what does it come with? It comes with your trust, your membership badge, and your allodial ID. And I'm going to show you right here, right now. All right, as I have butterfingers. All right, this is a trust. When you put your documents on record, you're going to have, it's going to come with a trust. This trust, all right, I used to call it, I don't want to say what I used to call it. What I'm calling it now is your sovereignty trust, all right? And this is what you need to protect yourself. Now, it comes with a trust. It comes with a membership badge as well. This badge, all right, this one of the things that a lot of our students and members used when they were trying to be forced into getting that jab. This badge right here is one of those things that help them deal with that. But anytime you have any kind of situation where someone is trying to force you into anything, you got to understand how to protect yourself. This badge goes a long way along with this trust. All right. And it also comes with an allodial ID, which has a QR code on the back. With the QR code, you're going to be able to scan this quickly and get access to your documents. The membership package also comes with education. Education. I get so many people asking me, well, will I be free when I do these documents? What gives you freedom is your knowledge. Your knowledge. And that's why we've included an education with the membership package. You got to be educated because people have these tools and they have no idea how to stand. They have no idea how powerful they are. Well, that's the purpose of this package. Okay, there's education to make sure you know exactly what you have and how to use it. That's very important. Okay, excuse me, my TikTok people. All right. So let me, I need to move that a little bit. All right. So membership package. It comes with the membership badge, the trust documents, and your allodial ID, as well as education. If you're interested in the membership package, I want you to find the link in the bio. All right. Find the link in the bio Also, my people on YouTube, you're going to be able to find the link is to our link tree so that you can get access to this information. All right. And then use this information to uplift yourself with the membership package. Okay, let's get into it. Who owns your car? Who owns your car? You don't. So let's understand this. Uh, when we're constantly being told to register our car and put a tag on our vehicles, I want to make it clear what it is when you register something. Excuse me. When you register something, anything, your car, your house, your marriage, your children, you, when you register your business, you're giving over ownership of that thing you're registering to the state. You no longer own it. You no longer have the title. The title belongs to the state. So once you register the vehicle, now there's the state that has ownership. What you have to do now is to understand why there's that tag. The tag is a flag. It looks like a tag, but it is a flag. And when you're flying that flag, what you're saying is my vehicle belongs to the state that it is registered in. All right. So this is why you have cops that will pull your vehicle over and they'll tell you, I need to see ID and registration. All right. So the deal is that you are still under the jurisdiction of a particular entity. And the way you deal with that is you put your things under trust. Why is the trust so powerful? Because what's happening now is that you've created another jurisdiction, or you've taken that entity, your car, out from under the jurisdiction of the state. Okay, so let's understand this. Once again, you've registered it. All right. Now I want to make this clear. There are certain entities that do business with the state, and they won't allow you to do business with them unless you've done business with the state. I'm going to give you an example. When we're talking about, for example, an apartment complex. All right, let's say you have a lease with an apartment complex. Well, that apartment complex, let's say your vehicle, you have a tag and it's not under the jurisdiction of the state. Well, they're going to force you into registering your vehicle with the state. Otherwise, they'll say to you, well, you can't have that on our property. So when or if some things like this happens, what we learn to do is go ahead and register the vehicle, and then we learn to put that tag under trust. All right? Because once we put it under trust, now it's no longer under the jurisdiction of the state. So these are some of the things you have to learn and come to be cognizant of when we're talking about registering things. Okay? So once again, I'm going to go over this again. If y'all have any questions, thank y'all for joining me on YouTube. Thank you for joining me on YouTube. Thank you for joining me on TikTok. If y'all have any questions about what's going on, please let me know. Put them in the comment section so I can get to them. All right. So once again, let's go back over this. Now, when you're born, for example, when a woman goes into the hospital, she needs to recognize that she is in a hostile environment. All right. When we're talking, and I'm going into hospitals because I want to give you an example and an understanding about why so many things end up registered and we don't have a clue what's going on. There are people making money off of our entities. And because we don't take control of them, then they continue to use them in ways that go against our benefit. All right. So what do I mean? When a woman goes into the hospital, you got to understand that, she's considered a parentos locos. A parentos locos, that means a crazy parent. a crazy parent. That's why they call it the hospital ward, or the hospital ward that's dealing with war, that's dealing with her coming in and she's surrendering her child. All right. And so as she does that, she's signing over documents saying, hey, I give over control of my child. Well, when she signs that unknowingly, then all capital letter corporation is created. Now she has registered her child. This is why the Child Protective Services can come in. This is why, whomever else comes in, and they're these so-called state agencies, and they're coming in and trying to take the child and all of this. And you really don't have authority because you don't own the child. But as soon as you put the child and the all capital letter corporation under trust, then they have to back off. All right, you have jurisdiction. And so we get so many people saying, oh, these people don't play by the law, Diva. They don't respect law. They do. The problem is we've got to learn what the law is and how to operate under it. Okay? And if you don't have a trust set up, then you doing the first problem, the first crime right there. You haven't claimed anything. All right. So now the thing is to learn trust, learn how to put things under trust. And let me say this to some people who they might be considering putting their child on, registering their child or what have you, getting a social security number for the child. And some people are upset because I didn't know I got a social security. It's okay. It's okay. Just put it under trust. It's that simple. Put it under trust and learn the laws behind trust. Learn how powerful these tools are. Then it's not an issue. Because the deal is, if your child wants to do business, if they don't have a social, it's going to be hard for them to purchase a car. It's going to be hard for them to get a mortgage, even though we want to get away from getting mortgages. But it's going to be hard for them to do business because the only thing that these people can recognize, or these entities in what we call the matrix can recognize, is a dead fictitious entity, that all capital letter name. And if your child doesn't have one of those, it becomes difficult. It becomes difficult for them. They can't do business with these people. They can't get a light bill, water bill, gas. They can't get those because, once again, they don't have that social security number, that all capital letter corporation, so they can't do business. All right. So if that's already been done, put it under trust. Now you control it, you own it, and it's not going to be a situation where somebody can use it against you. It's no longer under their jurisdiction. It's a situation where when it goes on record that you own it, now they know to stay back. They know not to challenge you. All right. All right. Let me see if I have any questions. Thank y'all for joining TikTok. Thank you for joining YouTube. I want to know more. Can you teach me? Yes, real talk. Thank you for asking that and saying that. Now, we are starting the UNA University for the fall season on October 16th. October 16th. All right. You want to register? Find the link in the bio. For my people on YouTube, I want you to find the link in the subscription. For my TikTok people, find the link in the bio, and you're going to be able to register or enroll, register for a free consultation. All right. We want you to register for a free consultation for the UNA University. You need to be a part of that. I teach everything. I teach everything you want to know. All right. Now I want to get back to this because we're talking about trust. You're going to learn about trust. Back to Basics is one of our classes for this fall season. And in that class, you're going to learn everything dealing with the trust for your personal all capital letter corporation. All right. We're going through the trust. We're going through the birth certificate. All right. How you authenticate that. We're going to show you how to get your passport in under a sovereign nation or your sovereign name. We're going to show you, even when it comes to the SF 181 form, what that is. And if you want to change it, how you do it. We're going into taking over your all your social security number with one of the EINs. All right, we're showing you how to do that. So we're going through all of those ways that you will hear about when it comes to your sovereignty and the trust. All right. So if you want to do that, I want you to find the link in the bio so we can give you a free consultation to join the UNA University. All right. So thank you for that. Let me see what other questions I have. All right. Let's see. And thank y'all for joining. Let me see who I have in the house. All right. So I can see MC Cookie. User Anthony, thank you for joining. Sheila, Mario, Jeffrey, Lance, Shy, Halo, Annette, Kings, Carl, Demont. What's going on? Beatrice. All right, let's see if I have any other questions. But yeah, if you want to get into the university, listen. We have these very, very powerful tools here with the membership package. All right, you can get this membership package and you're going to get an education on how to use these. This is very important. It's not just about the paperwork. Somebody keeps asking me, Demon, we fill this out. Am I free? If you got to ask me if you're free, you're not free. That's why you need to have the education. So this comes with the trust documents. It comes with the membership badge, which when you scan this QR, it shows you are a standing member of UNA. And then it comes with an allodial ID. And on the back, there's a QR code. With this, you're going to be able to scan your documents quickly that are on record with UNA. And it also comes with an education. Now, getting back to this. So we understand what's going on with the mother when she registers her child with these birth certificates that she signs. All right. Marilyn says how to put things under trust. That's what we go over in the UNA University, and that's what we go over when you sign up for your membership package. All right. We go over that and how you actually do that, what is included with it, how to do it for yourself, and how to do it for every other thing that you desire, whether it be your children, your car, your business, your marriage, and everything else. My topic for tonight, thank you for asking, Kyle. The topic is, who owns your car? And I'm going to get back on that. Do you offer services to process these documents? Yes, user. We process the documents for you. All right. So you want to get a free consultation. We're going to give you a consultation on the membership package. We're going to give you a consultation on getting into the university. If you decide, we suggest you get into the university. But if you want to get both, we'll talk to you about that as well. All right. So getting back into this, who owns your car? Now, you're understanding about the mother when she goes and registers her child and why you can have the child protective services and all this other stuff in your business. If you want to stop that, you put it under trust. Getting back to the car, the vehicle. What's going on? You're flying this flag on the back of your car. And on the back of your car, that flag says, this is property belonging to the state of blah, blah, blah. Okay? That's what your flag or your tag that you're flying on your car says. And so now when this cop sees this tag, they're thinking they have jurisdiction and authorization to pull your vehicle over because it doesn't belong to you. However, when you put it under trust and you put the proper authorities on notice, then what happens when they pull that tag up is it says, do not detain. It says, do not bother this vehicle because it is not under our jurisdiction. That's what happens when you put your vehicle under trust. And then we get to the point where we are flying a flag or a tag on the back of our car that has our nation seal on it and not theirs. And then when they pull this number up, it shows you don't have jurisdiction because legally they have already claimed this property. And if we pull it over, we will be violating their rights. You got to understand when you create a trust, okay? These documents right here establish you, your all capital letter name as a nation. This right here creates a different jurisdiction or nation that's not under the jurisdiction of the state. And when you make them aware of this, when you put them on notice, then they have no more jurisdiction. They have to back off. All right. These are very powerful documents. So if you're interested in getting your trust, learning this knowledge, I want you to go to UNARepublic.com. You can go there or find the link in the bio so that we can give you a free consultation to either get your membership package or to join the UNA University. I suggest you join the UNA University because that gives you more access and that gives you knowledge to be able to do this on your own. All right. So you can learn how to do that on your own for everything that you own. All right. Who's got questions? YouTube. Hello. Thank y'all for joining on YouTube. Thank you for joining on TikTok. Who's got questions? What are your questions? And so again, as we go into this, I want to make you aware of our classes for this season. We have Back to Basics. We have Stewardship, how to be a good steward of your wealth. All right, because you're getting it, it's coming to you. All right, so some people not aware of the fact that we about to come into, and I'm all of us, wealth. Because some people are fearing, but the people who are watching, you are beautiful, you are powerful, you are elite. Welcome. Glad to see you. All right. And you are coming into your wealth. The question is, can you keep it when you get it? Can you had it already from the beginning. It was yours. And so you've lost that because we lost knowledge of self. You're coming back into knowledge of self. You're coming back into wealth. All right. But can you keep it when it comes to you? When you get that $1 million, do you squander it? Do you blow it all? See, let me say something to you. Why governments come into effect in the first place? They come into effect because of the simple fact that we don't have the ability to govern ourselves. Again, let's understand what a government means. Government. Govern means to control. Ment means mind. Government means control of the mind. Well, when you lose control of your own mind, then a government has to step in place. Well, what you talking about, Diva? Because we know how to control ourselves. Okay. If we're talking about, for example, the police station, all right, that doesn't need to exist except for the fact that people commit crimes. And I'm not talking about the people who get caught. I'm talking about the ones who claim to be victims. Diva, victim blaming. I'm not victim blaming because there are no victims. User says invested. Invested in what, user? What does that mean? Because when you're talking about investing, do you understand you're gambling? I'm not telling you not to gamble or not to invest, but I'm telling you that an investment is nothing but a gamble. Okay. Who you gambling on? What you gambling on? Okay. Let me finish this point and I'm gonna come back on it. Let me take notes. User says invest it. Okay, we'll come back to that. Okay. But getting back on the topic that I was talking about, all right. So the bottom line of what's going on is we have to again recognize that we actually had the power. So here we go. But we don't, because we've forgotten how to get knowledge, govern our own selves. Because we've forgotten how to govern ourselves, a government had to step in and do the things that we weren't doing. So, for example, when we're talking about schools, now you have certain districts and certain people in certain neighborhoods that will set up a school in their own neighborhood or set up a facility, and then they'll call it private because they wanted, okay, this is what we developed for our community and this is what we're doing. So we got a school here in our community, we've got this here in our community, and then so now it becomes a private deal for their community because they have established it. But then most of us, because we don't do that in our own neighborhoods, we rely on a public school that's governed by the so-called government or state, because we don't know enough to set it up for ourselves. Well, as we come back into knowledge of self and we start governing our own affairs, then we don't have to be concerned about, well, they ain't teaching our children right and they ain't not to do. So you expect the enemy to properly teach your child how to raise up and become more powerful than they are. That's not happening. It is unreasonable to even expect that from somebody who you consider to be an enemy of you and your family. Why would you expect an enemy to teach your children the truth about how to be free? Why would you expect that? That's not going to happen. It's not even reasonable. Because what you got to understand is when you have knowledge, nobody can make you a slave. Nobody can make someone who has knowledge of self a slave. And when you are self-governed, then you're not going to be needing somebody to do things for you. Like, oh, we've got a park. Why didn't the community come together with their resources and create a park for their community? Why didn't the community come together with their resources and create a school or a hospital? The Amish do it. These other people, they set up their own facilities for their community. When we start learning, when we get back to doing that, then the government has to go away. Okay? That's where we're headed to. You're going to get your resources. Do you know how to pull them together? So for you and whatever community that you choose to be a part of, you'll have the facilities that you desire, that you vision. You have the communities that you plan. That's when you learn how to govern self. All right. Let me get on this because my friend user says you invested. Now, what does it mean to invest? Because you got to understand, when you talk about the stock market, anything dealing with stock market is just gambling. Really, everything we're doing out here is gambling. So let me tell you what, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing or a good thing. I don't gamble in that way. I do gamble with business, meaning I'm going to invest in myself and invest in a business or what have you. But let me talk about this, what has been done with gambling and investments. So your mother signs this birth certificate, and then whoever the nurse is or whomever in the hospital, they run off with this thing and they're going to put it in through the mail. They're going to use a registered mail label and they're going to put that thing in the mail. And I need y'all to understand, all hospitals have a post office. All hospitals have a post office. And so what's going to happen is they're going to take these things to the post office that's in the hospital, and they're going to use one of those registered mail labels, and they're going to do what we call a poor man's copyright. Okay? Because with that registered mail label, that's part of how they're creating that social security number. Now, the other thing they're doing with that document your mother signed is they're going to get money, because that birth certificate is a bond. It's a financial instrument. So they're going to get money for what's known as the International Money Fund. All right. And they're going to get, it's close to $1 million last I checked in my research. $900,000, somewhere about there. All right, close to $1 million. So what happens is when They get those funds. They must, by federal law, federal codes, all right, they must, by federal codes, put those funds in an account denoted by your social security number and that all capital letter name that your mother created for you. Now, you got to understand, she created an upper and lowercase name. And then when she signed all these documents, she gave consent for them to create an all capital letter corporation name that's in the same likeness of the upper and lowercase name that she gave you. Okay, so what they're going to do, they have to put those funds in an account that becomes a trust for you, and your mother started it with her signature. That's the only way money is created, by the pen. Your mother signs that birth certificate, she creates money with the pen. Okay, that's money. All right. So they go and they take these, let's just say it's $1 million. They put it in this account. Now they start trading this account or financial instruments associated with this account on the stock market. Now, if you hear somebody telling you, they sold us on the stock market, they trading us like slaves, please listen up. Do not run with that narrative. Please do not run with that narrative. They can't trade you or nothing. They didn't make you a slave. They created an all capital letter corporation, and that is what they're trading on the stock market. Now, what you have to understand and recognize is that when they're trading these things, and the $1 million in this account over a time frame of 25 years is constantly multiplying, what you need to recognize is those funds, they still belong to you. Why do they belong to you? Because when your mother signed that birth certificate, and she signed whatever documents she signed, she made you the beneficiary. They belong to you. And the only one who's been manipulating that account and the funds within that account has been you whenever you signing for things. When you signing for your car, when you signing for your house, when you signing for your light bill, gas bill, water bill, you are the one who's manipulating what's going on with respect to that estate. The funds that are coming out, they're coming out because you keep signing for things. Now understand, you've been banking the whole time. You have been banking the whole time. Now you're going to start learning how to bank in a way that benefits you more. All right. So the funds, this $1 million, go into this account that's denoted by your social security number and your all capital letter name. Okay. So over 25 years, a period of 25 years, this $1 million has turned into 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. However many millions, it's compounding. I need y'all to understand that when this account is created, they're turning over the funds to the United States corporation. Your account or your estate is held with the United States corporation. Notice I did not say the United States of America. That's the federal side. I said the United States corporation, which is a foreign corporation belonging to Britain. All right. So understand what's happening. The United States corporation is not the same entity as the United States of America. This is a foreign private entity that only has jurisdiction in Washington, D.C., and that's it. And this is by law. This is on record. Y'all can go and look up the Act of 1871. The Act of 1871. This is when the United States corporation came into full effect. It was already operating, but then it became legal in 1871 when the United States corporation was created by Britain in Washington, D.C., purposely purposely to defraud and steal the authority of the United States of America. I'm not going into that today because that's history. I just want you to go and look that up, do some research so you know I'm not just making this up. All right. So we got this situation where the United States Corporation is a private entity and it's holding all of the estates of the people who claim to be U.S. citizens. A citizen is a slave to the United States Corporation. But when you learn who you are, you learn that you're a sovereign, then you can recognize that the United States really is a credit union. And your mother, when she signed that birth certificate, she opened up an estate and gave them close to $1 million to put in an account for you that is denoted by your social security number and your all capital letter name. So the United States Corporation is basically a great big credit union holding the estates of all the people who claim to be citizens. But when you wake up and you decide to be a sovereign and stand in your right place as a god and a banker who's been banking the whole time, then that estate belongs to you. It can't belong to them. If you hear somebody telling you it belongs to them, I want you to take notes right now. Take notes, because I'm going to give you an understanding of these people who are walking around speaking this ignorance and they're clueless. And I'm going to let you know, those people who don't listen. I'm telling you things that people who work for these so-called governmental agencies, they are clueless. If they knew what we knew and what we're telling you, they wouldn't be answering the phone. They wouldn't be getting paid $13 an hour. No, because they know better. If somebody's telling you that, oh, it don't belong to you, it belongs to them, pay attention. A dead fictitious entity can't own anything. They can't own, the United States Corporation can't own anything. By federal law, this is why they have to put it under this number, this social security number that's denoted by your name, because they cannot own anything of value. Is that social security card or social security number, does it have value? Yeah, it has value. Does the funds inside of that account have value? Yes. Then that means they can't own it. And number two, please pay attention to the name that's on there. This is why you have to claim ownership of your all capital letter name, because you haven't claimed it. They acting like, oh, well, you don't have authority. But when you know law and you know to claim what belongs to you, then you're the one who has jurisdiction over it. And then they can't do certain things with it. I won't go into that today. But you have authority and they don't have any more jurisdiction over it now. Secondly, and thirdly, I put up 3 fingers and said secondly. That's great. Third, what you got to do to recognize is that your mother is the one who signed the birth certificate. Her signature started everything. Just the signature. They can't do anything. They can't create the documents. They can't create the all capital letter corporation unless your mother signature starts it. Your mother created the contract. She is the creator. Your mother is the creator. Your mother is the creator. This means she has the right and the say-so over any documents concerning your all capital letter name. That's her creative property. The name she gave you is her creative property, so she has full authority over it. And she can rescind anything concerning that all capital letter name. All right? So it belongs to your mother. She made you the beneficiary. It belongs to you. You need to claim it. So who else could it belong to but you or your mother? If your mother's signature is the one who's starting it, and then you the one who's been signing on it the whole time. They can't start or do anything unless you sign an autograph. You've been the one banking. Now you need to come into the university. UNA University, y'all can find the link in the bio for my TikTok friends, for my YouTube friends. Find the link in the description, all right? I want y'all to like and share. If you appreciate any of the information you've heard here, like and share, all right? My people on YouTube, like and share. My people on TikTok, like and share. What if your mother is deceased? Avril, your mother already created. If you have a social security number, she already did the work. You just have to claim it. And we show you how to claim it when you come into the university. Thank you for the question. All right. Who else has any questions? A government corp is same as a private business. Yes. Thank you, Lux Private Media. Yes, a government corp is same is, you should put the in there. Lux private is the same as a private business. This is correct. So when you say SOVCIT Lux Prive, nonsense. Yeah, that is nonsense. Sovereign, what he's saying is sovereign citizen is nonsense. How? Because a sovereign citizen is an oxymoron. You're either a sovereign, which is one who's master of self, or you're a citizen, which is a slave. You're not both. Here you go. So anybody who's using the term sovereign citizen, they're ignorant. So, Lux, if you're using that term, you're ignorant. I want you to gain knowledge tonight. All right? Pay attention and take notes, Lux. The people who are in this room are highly intelligent. All right? We only deal with people who are elites. What does elite mean? When you have an elite knowledge of law, you have knowledge of law, you know how to stand. All right? This is the hierarchy of law chart. Some of you all have gotten the ebook, the UNA ebook. You can go and find the link in the bio, or find the link in with the link tree on YouTube in the subscription section. Now, sovereign, you're all the way up here if you're sovereign. This means master of self. If you are a citizen, you all the way down here. This means a slave. So you sit as a citizen and you stand as a sovereign. Anybody who's using the term sovereign citizens, they're clueless and they're ignorant, and they're trying to give you a title that says you are one of those people who are terrorists. That's what they call. They're calling you a terrorist when they say sovereign citizen. Yeah, that's not anybody who's knowledgeable in this group. These people here, they're elite. They don't use these terms sovereign citizens, but they know when they're sovereign because they're master of self. All right. Let me see if I have any other questions, because I'm gonna get out of here. Once again, YouTube, like and subscribe and share. Sure you are what? Okay. My apologies, Lux. April, you're welcome. Lux said he posted some cases. What case? Oh, Lux, my apologies. I didn't mean to go in on Lux. But I think Lux posted some cases in here. Andre says, I tried to go to your items to sign in. It says it's private. Andre, what you talking about? Andre, leave a message in the inbox, okay? And we'll leave your number, and we'll give you a consultation, call you for a consultation. All right. If you're having problems signing up, which I'm not sure why you would, because it's all good. But if you're having any problems signing up for a free consultation, I want you to leave a message and we're going to give you a consultation. Make sure you leave your name and number, and we'll be glad to give you a call for the consultation. Okay, but so I think Lux has some cases that he posted. Thank you for posting some cases, but please do not let people say sovereign citizen to you or call you that title, because they're calling you a terrorist, and anybody who's using that term, they're ignorant of law, because that's an oxymoron. You can't be both. Either you're the God that stands, or you are the slave that's sitting. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I want y'all to know I love you. I appreciate you. We are starting up for fall season 2023. Fall season 2023 on October 16th. I want you to enroll now. Come on, let's get you enrolled so we can get you this knowledge and make sure that you know how to use these powerful tools and you know how to create them for yourself. We don't just want to be you standing under UNA. Okay, UNA is a nation of nations. That's why it's called United Nations from America. All right, United Nations from America. We're a nation of nations. And we don't want you to just be standing under us. You are a nation on your own. When you get these documents, you are creating a nation. And the more knowledge you have, the more powerful we all are. We're not trying to keep a thing from you. We want you to know. We want you to create it for yourself so you can do it for your kids, teach your kids, you can help teach others. All right. Halo Zaptista, welcome. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. I want y'all to know I love you. I appreciate you. And go ahead and enroll so we can get you into the university starting October 16th. It's powerful. We've got back to basics. We've got stewards. So you can be a good steward of your funds and your wealth. All right, stewardship. And then we got nation formation. We're teaching you how to form your nation. In nation formation, it is an intermediate class where we're teaching you how to do things like create your EIN. All right. You're going to learn how to get your business set up, your bank accounts, your TDA, whatever you need so that you're set up and established and ready to collect the funds that you're seeking. So when people are coming to me about how to authenticate their birth certificate, Diva, I got my birth certificate, I'm ready to get some money. Are you set up? Are you even set up to do business? Do you look like a bank yet? If you're not set up, then you're not ready to even go after these kind of things. First of all, you need to be under trust so that you're protected in the event somebody tries to come at you. Secondly, you need to set up your accounts, because you don't even have an account set up so that you can get the funds. All right, so we're going into that. I want y'all to know this is going to be a powerful, powerful, powerful season. I want y'all to sign up. Go to UNARepublic.com, where you can find the links in the bio. For my people on TikTok, like and share and subscribe and follow. And my people on YouTube, like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow. All right. We're going to see y'all on next time. Yeah. Love y'all. Y'all might stay tuned and see my next day. UNA. Travis said I signed up for the class. We don't see you in the class. Peace out, Hello, Megan. We're gonna get out of here. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace. Thank y'all, YouTube. Oh, wait. Hello, Terry. We out here. Peace. Bye-bye. Yes. UNA.